We're here in Brussels for a very special edition of Forum in Focus at Gigabit Access. We're here with Mark Fishburn. So Mark, it seems that, particularly from what we're hearing at this show, that G.fast is having its time in the sun.
It is indeed, and the growing impact of G.fast is what we're here talking about, and also the role of the Broadband Forum in growing that impact. And so that there are really kind of two main areas that we're talking about. One is the context of G.fast. So what does it imply socially for those people who are deploying it, and how can it make a big difference in the world? So for instance, in many communities where they just haven't had access to high-speed networking before, it's now an opportunity where whole communities can start to join the digital community and develop new solutions for software that they previously didn't have access to before. And there are many countries around the world which have got these kind of, profiles whereby it can make a big difference, not just to the people who are developing the software, but also the communities as well, because it's generating, growth within those communities, and it makes a profound difference. So that's one area. The other is, what is the Broadband Forum doing, which actually is enabled by this new technology. So those are the kind of main areas we're talking about. And to think of what the Broadband Forum is doing, firstly, we are developing these new technologies. We're developing standards for data models. We're developing new management profiles, and we're developing new ways of enabling that software with new projects. And for instance, in the home, how G.fast is going to make a profound difference. Projects such as the hybrid wireless wireline networking, which means that new ways of connecting to the network will be done, and also our cloud CO projects, which again really are dependent on this new higher performance bandwidth being deliverable to the home.
And in terms of the Broadband Forum's work, generally interoperability with G.fast is key, isn't it?
Well, not only interoperability, but certification as well. So interoperability really is a key to getting new technology into the marketplace. It's the kind of first connection that is made to make sure that technology will work together, the proof points for new sets of chips, and that's what we've been facilitating, I would say, with the testing and interoperability work that's been done has been done by the University of New Hampshire, and we saw it last year at the Broadband World Forum, our latest interoperability the Plugfest put together. And that is really a prerequisite for certification, because once the chips work together, we can then look at see how the systems interwork together and are compliant with the standards. So that's the three main areas that we're working on. And finally is the one of educating the market to really get the message across of how it can make a difference in the marketplace, and how G.fast will have its role of really bringing fibre closer to the premises, whether it's an individual home, whether it's a multi-dwelling building or a multi-tenant facility. So those are the things that we're working on collectively to make a difference. And I think when you look at this event here, it's interesting how G.fast, as you said at the beginning, is really starting to take a big impact on the market and making a difference.
Mark, thank you very much for your time here in Brussels.
You're very welcome.